Hello, and welcome back to my channel, everyone. If you're new here, welcome. I am the crap artist, otherwise known as Bonnie, and I will be your host today on this wonderful Amberlynn Reid reaction. Anyway, it has been some time since I've sat down and done a proper reaction to our girl. And given the current controversy, I decided that it was time that I threw my gloves back into the ring and had a go. So we will be reacting to some very choice bits from her most current Halloween live stream. I have, of course, taken the liberty of editing the living shit out of her material and making it both educational and about me at the same time. I do hope that you enjoy my offering. And, as I like to say, brevity is the soul of wit, so let's just dive right into this dumpster.
Hello, how are you guys?
I'm probably doing better than you, Amber.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Amber.
Oh, thank you. You guys are saying I look cute. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she do love herself some ass pats.
A lot. She's making me a salad. I've been making
Good for you.
all my meals myself.
Sure you have. Since when? For like the last 2 or 3 days? Because you are notorious for not cooking for yourself. So I do believe that you are fucking lying.
But I really wanted to do this live stream. I don't know if you guys ever, or if anyone else experiences, like when, I want to say when you get a wild hair up your butt. No, but when you like get this thought and you're like, okay, I have to do this right now. If I don't.
Yeah, that's called impulsivity. And if you actually do have a therapist, a licensed psychologist in your life, then they would have given you tools and advice on how to deal with moments of impulsive behavior and impulsive thoughts, rather than just diving right in and doing all the wrong things like you are about to with this fucking live stream.
Do it now that I'm just not going to do it.
You should have just not did this, but I guess you really need the money.
So, yeah, she did not dress up, but she is wearing like this green shirt. She was like, I'm an olive. So she's acting like she's an olive.
How the fuck do you act like an olive? What is she, like, hanging out in a martini glass with a toothpick in her skull? I don't fucking get it.
Sorry. My breathing is still a little, we have my moments. I'm doing.
Yeah, get your sympathy while you can, sweetie.
Okay, though. Am I friends with any of my neighbors? It's not like friends, but
Spoilers, no, she's not.
it's like one of those, it's like, hey, how are you? You know, we got each other's backs type style. Did you?
Amber, if you don't know your neighbors' names, then you don't have each other's backs. They may come over and like help you put out a kitchen fire or what have you, but they're not going to be there and give you emotional support or help you out of a serious jam unless it is in their own best interest. So no, y'all don't have each other's backs, sweetie.
You see Alex's Shook's costume, hilarious and iconic. Yes, I loved it.
My husband thought that Alex's Shook was dressed up like Jeffrey Dahmer. I had to show him pictures of Destiny's 21st birthday, and then he was like, oh, that's kind of funny, but he still looks like Jeffrey Dahmer. So, sorry about that, Alex. Maybe you should consider fixing the look.
Actually show Destiny, I had to, because I thought it was so funny. Why did I?
That's creepy. That's creepy because I was almost 100% certain that Destiny wants absolutely nothing to do with Amber. And personally, if I don't fucking like you and I have asked you to leave me alone, once, then please do not contact me, even if it's something absolutely funny, directly related to me, or awesome, or profound. Do not fucking contact me if I have ever expressed a negative opinion toward you, because I personally am going to let you know how I feel. And you might not like it.
Choose to be solely. Yesterday I was Mike, but I
No particular reason. She has no particular reason other than probably just the costume fit.
didn't like do my makeup or anything. You guys will see that in a vlog.
Yeah, in like a week and a half, because the one she posts directly after this live stream the next day is already like 4 or 5 days old. So who the fuck knows when we're gonna see like the day before Halloween's vlog.
I don't know. I was just kind of feeling it. I thought it was cute. Yeah, Alexa's
It was the only costume that fit.
costume was amazing. I'm not gonna lie. Live weigh-in moment. No.
No, because then we would all find out that she is a liar.
Oh, I actually did not weigh myself. Do you watch Tammy Lemon? I tried and I was bored.
No, Amber, I do not think that you are telling the truth here. I do not think that you were bored. I think that you are using the wrong words.
That's not saying like I dislike her as a person. I don't.
No, but she is jealous of Tammy because Tammy does not get like even remotely close to the amount of hate or negative comments that Amber receives. Tammy gets a lot of positivity in her comments, and Tammy is a very genuine person who is very, very honest about what life is like at her size. And Amber doesn't like it probably because it ruins the image that she is trying to put forth for herself.
Want people to like come for me, but her content just isn't for me. I just was kind of bored watching it.
Yeah, sure. Say it again. Say it again. That does not make it true, Amber. You're bored because you don't like to have to self reflect. You don't like to look at people in your own peer group that are doing better than you. That is why you don't like to watch Tammy Lemon.
Her videos remind me a lot of mine. I'm not gonna lie. It seems like we go through the same things.
Yeah, and you said in a previous vlog that the vloggers that you enjoy most do exactly the same kind of content that you do. So what has changed here? What has changed?
Maybe I see myself in her a little bit, and I'm just like, okay, wait.
Yeah, she don't like to look at her own reality.
Wait, this is too close for comfort, so I just like don't. I try.
And that is the only truth we will ever get from her. She doesn't want to watch her because it is too close for comfort, because it reminds her of herself, and she does not like to look at her own reality.
I'd
Love that for her.
I just don't think that's the kind of content that I want to watch right now, I guess.
Why? Because nobody's throwing hate at her and she's not being mean and angry and being a train wreck? Is that why you don't want to watch her?
It's a little triggering a little bit. I don't know.
Amber, you need to get a better grasp on the English language. It is literally the only language that you know how to speak, and you are allegedly a writer and a poetess, yet you do not have any other words but, oh, you're triggered, oh, you're nervous, oh, you're full of anxiety. There's no gray areas. You have no emotional vocabulary. And that is why people don't take you serious, people don't want to understand you, and people cannot be bothered to care. Because you cannot be bothered to care to learn how to speak.
No, I am not diabetic. I
Sure, Jan. Sure.
am not. What am I doing tonight?
Nothing. Nothing but taking your super chats.
am doing nothing. I wish we got trick-or-treaters. Oh my god, I love passing out candy.
Yeah, two in her mouth and one in the kid's bag.
But we have zero candy, which is probably a good thing because That could be triggering all in itself. Okay,
Yeah, see, she has no other emotional dialogue, and that's fucking pathetic.
watch Chantel as if we've never been friends.
That's fucking creepy.
I watch her as if I am just this random person, as if I'm not Amberlynn, as if I don't have a YouTube channel.
So what you're saying here is you put on one of your sock accounts and you either portray yourself as a fan or a hater, whatever the mood strikes, and then you go into her chat and interact with her as if you are not yourself. If, you know, she wasn't a YouTube celebrity and you were just doing this to a person, that would be considered stalking. I hope you know that. That is psychotic behavior, sweetheart.
I just like thoroughly enjoy watching her like everyone else. I watch reaction channels of her.
Yeah, you like to watch her be a train wreck. You like to watch people make fun of her. You like to watch people insult her. That's why you like to watch her, because they're not doing it to you.
Like, I'm gonna be honest, I am slightly obsessed with Chantel. Not in like a, okay, you guys are gonna take that weird.
Nah, I took that shit right at face value.
All the people who, I don't know, it's just funny. I do find it funny.
It's not funny. It's really fucking sad. Chantal went all the way the fuck to Kuwait for some dude that she doesn't even fucking know to prove some fucked up point. And I'm afraid that she's gonna get hurt. I am very afraid that she's gonna get hurt because this last year for her has not been a good one, and she is just making all of the wrong decisions. I wish her well. It is not entertaining. It is not funny.
Yeah, I don't think Chantel likes me very much, which
No, she thinks you are a two-faced fucking cunt because that is what you have proven yourself to be to her.
is fine. That doesn't mean that I
It's not fine, Amber. You're a two-faced fucking cunt.
can't stop just enjoying her content. Like, I don't know what it is. I
Yeah, you like to watch other people make fun of her. That's what it is.
like watching her, and I like hearing what people have to say. It's just entertaining. Oh dear,
Your idea of entertaining is fucking twisted, Amber.
my father.
Why are you praying if you're agnostic? Why are you fucking praying? You're still gonna go to hell.
Okay, I have striked 2 channels.
Amber, the word is struck. The word is struck. Again, the only language that you know how to speak is English. You are nearly 32 years old. You claim to be writer Lynn of the world and poetess extraordinaire. The word is struck. Learn how to speak the English language. Learn how to pronounce words properly. Mispronouncing does not make you look cute. It does not make you look quirky. It does not make you look funny or interesting. It makes you look like an illiterate, uneducated, backwater fucking hick. That is what it makes you look like. Amber, I am dyslexic. I am very deeply dyslexic. I am so dyslexic that I rode the little yellow short bus to school. And I did not learn how to read until I was 10 years old. But after I learned how to read, I was ravenous because I wanted to understand the world. And I wanted to be understood and I wanted to be heard. So I read everything I could. I listened to other people that were smarter than me talk. If I didn't understand a word, I grabbed the fucking dictionary and I looked it the fuck up. I didn't just act like a quirky girl and say situation type deal and shrug my shoulders and giggle and say, oh, nobody understands me. No, I put a fucking effort into it. What is your fucking excuse, Amber?
Bottle and apathetic facts. I have had reaction channels harass me, for the lack of a better word.
Yeah, you lack a lot of better words, my dear. You lack a lot of better words. There has been no reaction channels that has outright ever harassed you. 99% of the reaction channels that I watch often open with a disclaimer telling their viewers not to harass you or send you any hate. So you are wrong, dear. You are wrong. Most reaction channels only ever take the time to point out your hypocrisy and your lies and your failures. And that's all they do.
For years now. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a fan of some, I dislike some, and I never ever
She dislikes the ones that make more money than her.
ever have thought to myself, I want this channel to be down. I want to ruin this person's channel.
Yes, you have, Amber. Yes, you have. And you have only copyright struck 2 people, but you have struck a great many people on the grounds of perceived harassment and bullying. You struck Sinatra Says second channel for pointing out your messed up, deformed ankle. And CXNT, you struck her channel too. So, whatever, maybe not for copyright, but definitely when you perceive harassment and bullying.
I've never thought those things. But when I see a channel like taking my content as if it's there
and making it better just with a couple of clicks and adding a couple of clips to it, that infuriates her because you guys put so much more effort into it than she does, and it's really not that hard for you.
it's just frustrating, and I know based on what I've learned.
What have you learned, Amber? Can you quote any of that? Can you quote any of the copyright terms of service? Can you quote any of YouTube's terms of service? Or are you just gonna say, oh, that's not right and it's not okay?
That's not okay.
Yeah, see, I thought so.
At all.
I have cat hair stuck all over my face. Sorry about that.
Who are my favorite reactors? So the reactors that I watch is Alex's Shook. Are we talking about my reactors, or are we
the reactors that you watch are, not is, are. When there's more than one, it's are.
talking about Chantel's? Because I don't. Do they even have reaction channels of other YouTubers? Cause
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. If you looked up any other person other than yourself or Chantal or food or mukbangs or tour hauls, you would find that there are a great many other reaction channels devoted to other people that are not morbidly obese or train wrecks. Well, yeah, there's a lot of train wreckery going on YouTube. Anyway.
I don't know. I've only ever heard of reaction channels when it comes to me and Chantel.
Again, it's because that's the only things you look up, is you and Chantal and food and torrid halls.
Like, and that's not even like being cocky or whatever, but whoa, I just got so much anxiety. It's so weird how like
No, you got embarrassment and shame. That's what you got.
I could just like okay, that was kind of scary.
Amber, you could totally end this stream at any time. If you feel too much anxiety to continue with it, you are the one that is in control. You can hit stop, you can go away, and you can get your ass pat by Jade or whatever. You don't have to sit here and torture yourself.
This is why I don't do live stream, because like my
No, you don't do live streams because you almost always find a way to say something fucked up about somebody else and put your fucking foot in your mouth. That is why you don't do live streams.
Anxiety. Me and my psychiatrist are messing with my medicine a little bit.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Your psychiatrist is not messing with your medicine. Your psychiatrist is a licensed professional, and they are adjusting your medication.
Figure things out. And yeah, what were we talking about? Reaction channels. Okay. Chantel's reaction channels. I watch all of them. Okay, no.
No, you watch all the ones about yourself.
I don't watch all of them. I watch Kaya.
Ma'am, you totally know how to pronounce her name. You are just acting like this to be facetious, and willfully ignorant.
Is that her name? I just find her to be entertaining. On
Again, your idea of entertaining is really twisted and really fucking subjective.
nights where I can't sleep, it's just entertaining to me.
You know what I do on nights that I can't sleep? I listen to creepypastas, or I listen to a science fiction audiobook. Right now, I am immersed in Terry Pratchett's Discworld series. Also, when I can't sleep, I go in my art room, or I clean the house. You know, I don't sit and fester in reaction channels and worry about what other people think of me all fucking night long. Maybe that's why she can't fucking sleep, because she's too worried about what other people think of her.
She's a wild one.
No, actually, she's pretty fucked up herself too. Anybody that is willing to spend like a couple $1,000s on a computer, but they're not, gonna get their roof fixed so that it doesn't leak and they don't get wild animals in their house, that's yeah, I don't care for that kind of person. I'm not gonna give them my time of day or my ad revenue.
I enjoy her though. And it's unfortunate because it's like I liked her and then I realized, oh, she used to react to me.
Oh no. Oh, you can't like her anymore because she used to react to you. Okay.
It sucks. Like,
Fucking Chantal hates your goddamn guts and says nasty stuff about you all the time, but you still watch her.
kind of tainted my opinion a little bit, but it's like, it's fine. I still watch her.
Yeah, you still watch her.
I recently found Gary Unfiltered.
I have no idea who that is.
I find him to be kind of entertaining.
He's probably really nasty to Chantal if she likes him so much.
That side over there is very, very, very like conspiracy based, and like they have all these theories, and I just think it's so funny.
Yeah, she thinks it's so funny because they're probably incredibly fucking mean. Again.
As for me, obviously,
Me.
Alexa Shook, Zachary Michael.
Amber, why don't you just save us some time and list off the ones that you don't watch? Because we know that you watch every single reaction about yourself, large or small, and you have no problem with calling out even tiny creators that are brand new and helping them grow their channel exponentially. Love that for you.
Kicking geese. I think that's it. I think that might be it.
Nah, she watches Crusader Actual religiously, and she shares my opinion that he probably looks like Danny Bonaducci under that helmet.
Yeah, I'm solely from the good old Monsters Inc. Opinion on Youngdom Honeybun losing subs.
She is absolutely elated and over the moon that Honeybun is suffering.
It is what it is.
No, that's what people say when they either don't care to change something or just don't care, generally speaking. It is what it is. Oftentimes it is not. Oftentimes it is something that can be worked around or fixed, but people just don't want to, so they say, it is what it is.
I don't watch her. I can't watch her.
Sure.
I don't know. Yeah, Young Dumb Honey Bun. That's what we were talking about. I don't know. She just gives me really bad vibes.
Okay, fine, sure, but can you actually explain what those bad vibes are?
Like wholeheartedly. So shaped by the algorithm, y'all. I had to
Whoop whoop, Mr. Snowflake.
look it up. I was like, what is that? I watched the first.
Tis a very comprehensive documentary series by a YouTuber called Mr. Snowflake. That is what Shaped by the Algorithm is. And man, he put a lot of effort into that, and there is so much detail. He does not miss anything, and he is up to 9 of them now, maybe 10 already.
First episode, and
you know you've watched more than just one. You probably binge watched the first 6 in one night.
had a few tears, I'm not gonna lie, because they were talking about like my childhood and stuff, and I was like, damn, how do they know all this information? Like,
Because they went and they watched your videos because you don't delete nothing but the comments.
I was like, what the fuck? But I guess it's just they've gone back and they've my old stuff. So
Yeah, it's not that hard.
I watched the first episode
She watched the first 6 episodes.
and yeah, might have to watch the next one. But I noticed that in the episode they started I know being biased is a very common thing. You know, us as humans, it happens. I just noticed
Yes, it does. But my personal opinion is that very first episode of Shaped by the Algorithm was completely non-biased, and it just laid Amber Lynn's timeline out pretty fucking bare, and it let her do most of her talking for her. He didn't really add many disparaging comments. He didn't add any disparaging comments. He didn't say anything negative about her. She did all of that on her own.
that in the first episode, like you could tell that this.
And again, the first episode was very, very mild. And he did not say anything or show her in any kind of disparaging light other than that which she has portrayed herself.
Started to cater to the wrong audience instead of just like being non-biased.
You mean he didn't go out of his way to make you look good and pat your ass? That's what you're saying.
In my opinion, I feel
He was only working with the material that you gave him, sweetheart.
like I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it, but I'm, you know, I still am interested in
Yeah, because she needs to know what other people think of her.
the other episodes. I know it's kind of weird to sit there and watch like long ass episodes about yourself. It seems very
Yeah, it is. It is very weird to focus so heavily on what other people think of you.
narcissistic. It's just
It's not funny. It's not funny, Amber.
interesting. Where were the weigh-ins?
It is very interesting that you have been on YouTube for 10 years now, and all you have done is grow in size, grow in wealth, grow in ignorance, and grow in self-victimization. It is very, very interesting.
Videos that you promised. Did I promise weigh-in videos? I'm
Yes, ma'am, you surely did.
sorry. I just noticed that I do better when I don't talk about my weight.
Now, what do you mean by that? Because I have heard you use that phrase before and you meant better monetarily. So, do you mean that dragging it out, not actually doing weigh ins, and lying about your current weight is better for your pocketbook? Because it's certainly not better for your mental health or your physical health.
As often. Will you ever tell us what was soul crushing? No.
No, of course not. And I'm not sorry for clickbaiting and making you guys feel bad and dragging it out and getting all kinds of ad revenue for it. No.
I'm sorry.
You're not sorry.
It was something I wanted to talk about, but
Sure.
I realized no.
No. So smug. Jade probably tried to escape her.
Oh, by the way,
Have some deflection.
you'll see in a future vlog. Healing through
Yeah, the vlog that she posts directly after this live, where she cannot even pronounce the author's name that is her favorite poet ever.
words. And I did the first exercise in this. It made me cry. It was very, very hard.
Looks like a shadow work journal. And yeah, they're supposed to make you fucking cry. Self-reflection is really fucking hard to do.
No, it's like a part of me wants to share it with you guys because I kind of want to like share what I wrote with you guys, but I feel kind of like nervous, but maybe it'll help you guys understand like
I don't know, Amber. Is every other line situation type deal or moment? Because nobody wants to read that shit.
why I am the way I am a little bit. I don't know. If you think it'll help us understand you better, share. Yeah.
Yeah, no. She'd rather complain. She'd rather call people haters. She'd rather say that her audience is insensitive and mean. And she'd rather be the victim. Yeah, No, she's not gonna share.
You are for real so obsessed with yourself. I'm actually truly not.
Yes, you are, Amber. You're not obsessed with yourself per se, but you are 100% obsessed with the things that other people think and say about you. So much so that you spend more time focused on that than you do taking care of your own physical and mental health. And that is exactly why you are in the position that you are sitting in right fucking now.
I I can say that. I promise I'm not. Address Ozempic. Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. And I'm sorry in advance for the shoddy editing job, but I edited a later part of the video into this where Jordy asks her to address Ozempic too, and she changes her story just a little bit. Anyway, let's let her talk.
Oh, this is like actually quite unfortunate.
And man, my nose is covered in cat hair. I'm sorry if it, like, my constant face rubbing is bothering anybody, but, you know.
I had to stop Ozempic. This is something I wanted to talk to you guys about, like in a vlog. I get really nervous, but my doctor wanted me.
She wanted to drag it out for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks so that she could get more ad revenue out of clickbaiting us over it.
To stop taking it because when I got one of my CT scans, they were able to see my gallbladder, and she's very worried that because Ozempic causes pancreatitis.
You know, if I was at a risk for some disorder because of a medication that I was on, I would do research about it. And at the very least, I would learn how to pronounce the fucking thing.
Or it causes a lot of people to get that. And
Yeah, it causes some people to get pancreatitis.
I have gallstones. I also recently found out I have sludge in my gallbladder due to rapid weight loss.
Yeah. Here, I have taken the liberty of collecting some information from healthline.com about gallbladder sludge. What causes gallbladder sludge? Gallbladder sludge forms when bile remains in the gallbladder for too long. Mucus from the gallbladder can mix with cholesterol and calcium salts, combining to create the sludge. Gallbladder sludge seems to be more common during pregnancy, especially if you are following a strict diet. While gallbladder sludge is not a common problem, there are certain people who have a higher risk of developing it. Groups who are at a higher risk include women, who tend to have higher rates of gallbladder problems than men, people with Native American ancestry, people who get nutrition through an IV or any other alternative to food, people who are critically ill, people with diabetes, people who were very overweight then lost weight quickly. This is the one that Amber is going to claim. People who have had an organ transplant. How is gallbladder sludge diagnosed? If you are experiencing abdominal pain, your doctor will ask your medical history and symptoms. Then they'll perform a physical exam where they'll press different places in your abdomen. If they suspect that your gallbladder may be the source of the pain, they'll likely order an abdominal ultrasound, which can very accurately detect gallstones. If your doctor diagnoses you with gallstones or gallbladder sludge after the ultrasound, they may run tests to determine the cause of the sludge. These tests will likely include a blood test, which can examine your cholesterol and sodium levels. Your doctor may also run blood tests to make sure your liver is functioning properly. Doctors will sometimes find your gallbladder sludge by accident while looking at results of a CT scan or ultrasound that was ordered for something else. How is gallbladder sludge treated? If your gallbladder sludge is not causing any symptoms, it's possible that no treatment is necessary. Once the underlying cause clears up, the sludge often disappears. Your doctor can prescribe medications to help dissolve the sludge or any gallstones it may lead to. In some cases, when the sludge causes pain, inflammation, or gallstones, your doctor may recommend removing the gallbladder altogether. If your gallbladder sludge is a recurring problem, you may need to make lifestyle changes to prevent future problems. By eating a low fat, low cholesterol, and low sodium diet, you can reduce the chance of developing sludge in the future. What is the outlook for gallbladder sludge? Many people with gallbladder sludge will never even know they had it, especially in cases where the cause is only temporary. If the gallbladder sludge leads to further complications or causes chronic pain, your doctor may recommend removing the gallbladder altogether. Gallbladder sludge typically isn't a problem unless it's experienced over a long period of time or causes symptoms. To prevent gallbladder sludge, try to eat a healthy, well-balanced diet with high fiber foods like whole grains, fruits, vegetables, and beans, as well as healthy fats like fish oil or olive oil. Try to avoid or cut down on refined carbs, sugar, fried foods, and any trans fats. Anyway, let's get back to our dear girl.
And when my doctor saw this and she heard that I was having pancreas issues before, she said,
You didn't tell her previous to you starting Ozempic that you had pancreas issues? This is your primary care doctor. Why doesn't she know about your past health concerns?
that she doesn't want me to be on Ozempic anymore. It was
If she knew that you were having gallbladder and pancreas issues, she would have recommended that you go see a specialist and get on the proper medication or have the proper surgical procedure. She wouldn't have fucking just slapped you the fuck on Ozempic.
something that I'm very actually upset about it, and I wanted to. Yes, it's called sludge. It is. A lot of people who rapidly lose weight have sludge in their gallbladder.
Yes, people that lose weight rapidly do get gallbladder sludge. But there are many, many other reasons. And a great many of them have to do with the crap that you eat.
And they don't even know. Kind of just wanted to process before I shared it. It is
She wanted to drag it out and clickbait it and get as much ad revenue out of it as she possibly could.
unfortunate. No, it's not a cycle.
Because keeping us wondering keeps us coming back.
It's just I am finally listening to my doctor.
You're only listening to your doctor when they ask pat you and validate you. You're not actually listening to your doctors.
And for so long, I didn't listen to doctors, and you guys know that. So, yeah, I just have a bad
Yeah, we know you like to mock your doctors and tell them they're wrong and they don't know as much about nutrition as you do. Meanwhile, you don't even know that sugar is a fucking carbohydrate.
gallbladder. And if you have a bad gallbladder, you probably shouldn't be taking Ozempic.
Yeah, if you have a bad gallbladder, you shouldn't be taking Ozempic, you shouldn't be drinking, you shouldn't be eating simple carbohydrates, you shouldn't be consuming large amounts of sugar, you shouldn't be consuming large amounts of fat, and you should probably go see your primary care doctor and get the proper treatment.
Like, even before I started Ozempic, I did explain, yeah, I've had gallstones in the past.
If you did explain that, then your doctor would not have put you on Ozempic.
And she was like, you need to pay attention to that if you start feeling pain, da da da. So, yeah.
If you start feeling pain.
I want to hear about the Ozempic stuff. My doctor does not want me on Ozempic, and I didn't share that because I knew that a lot of people would roll their eyes.
Did you want to process it first, or were you afraid of getting backlash?
A lot of people would say I knew this was going to happen. I tried. I tried.
No, you actually didn't, Amber. You tried to eat through the nausea and continue to binge while you were on this drug. That is what you tried to do.
I told my doctor it's okay. Like, I've always had gallbladder problems, but then my pancreas was hurting a little.
See, she didn't say that earlier, but an hour and a half into the live stream, and now all of a sudden she's having she's having pancreatic pain.
Bit, and she said no. So I had to get off of Ozempic, and I kind of wanted to absorb that information before sharing that with you guys. And you know what? I wasn't even sure I wanted to share, but
Yeah, because she just wanted to keep us guessing and keep us coming back, and oh, maybe she'll mention it.
yeah. Ranch has too much sugar, so not keto. Dear Heavenly Father.
Again, she prays. For somebody that does not believe in God, she sure do pray a lot. And that is not going to help her get out of hell.
Grace me upon your presence. Keto is about the carbs.
Yes, and sugar is a carbohydrate, my dear.
If you want to know about sugar, it has 1 gram of sugar.
Yeah, 1 gram of sugar, 1 gram of carbohydrate. Sugar is a carbohydrate, therefore there is 1 carbohydrate in that.
For a serving. A serving is 2 tablespoons. Ranch is in fact keto.
That doesn't mean that you should eat it. That is the most fucking disgusting salad dressing on the planet.
It is what it is. Come back
It's nasty is what it is.
to the VIB chat. I've tried. Chantel got me blocked.
Because you're a two-faced piece of shit.
You could pick other dressings. Nah, I'm good. Why would I pick other dressings if I enjoy my ranch? Like what?
Because maybe you could expand your palate and find other things that you enjoy.
I don't add that much.
It's not about the amount that you add. It's about expanding your fucking palate, Amber.
You guys saw. Hickeys.
They look like dirt spots, Amber. They look like fucking dirt spots.
Oh no, I'm in high school.
Yeah, love that for you. That someone thinks so low of themselves that they're willing to rub up against you and suck on your disgusting, unwashed fucking body. Love that for you.
Damn, steak is so good. Like, what in the hell?
Amber, you're just being a fucking troll right now. Meat creeps you to fuck out, but all of a sudden you love steak? Whatever.
Why do you keep referencing someone who doesn't like you?
Because she's fucking fixated with her. Because she can't be friends with Chantal. Because Chantal sees her for who she fucking is and doesn't want anything to fucking do with her. That is why she is fixated with Chantal. And she loves that other people hate Chantal and have shitty things to say about her because Chantal fucking hates her. That's why.
Because I don't care about that. Just because someone doesn't like me doesn't mean I don't like them. Did I say that right? Or just because someone likes me doesn't mean I like them.
Yeah, that's how Chantal feels.
Sugar is a carb. Cool.
You didn't know that. Nutrition Lynn did not know that sugar was a carbohydrate. She is not trolling here. She really did not know.
I love that. No, I do not smoke.
Nah, but Jade does.
Have you thought about starting a family?
Here we go, baby. Start with the fake tears. Go for that Oscar.
Don't make me cry right now.
Oh, yeah. Poor Amber can't have her own children and probably isn't going to be able to adopt because she's not able to prove that she can properly even care for herself. Poor Amber. Go for the Oscar.
Please. This is orange vanilla flavoring. Let it digest. I know, you're right.
You're right. You know, as she sucks down half the bottle and washes down everything she ate so that she's hungry again in 3 minutes flat. And previous in this live stream, I cut it out, but she goes on for a little while about her doctor telling her that she shouldn't be drinking diet soda because the artificial sweetener in it triggers your body the same way that regular sugar does, and you're not going to be able to lose weight or some such mess. But she is drinking something with artificial sweetener in it, and it is basically the same thing as diet soda, but it's just not carbonated. So, whatever, girl, whatever.
They checked my liver. Y'all can calm down.
Sure they did. Sure they did.
I had every organ checked.
Sure, Amber. That's probably why you're doing this live stream, because you are broke as fuck.
God, I love that for me. No, I don't have a nodule.
No, you have pneumonia, and that's even fucking worse.
I do not watch April Lauren.
Again, this is another one of her peers. Of course, she is not going to watch anybody that she is actually comparable to, because that would just make sense.
Not really interesting to me.
Yeah, because she's actually thriving and her community isn't riddled with hate and terribleness, and she doesn't have reaction channels picking on every wrong thing that she fucking does.
I only watch people that like truly interest me and they're like funny or they're like super entertaining or
Yeah, your idea of entertaining and funny is fucking subjective. You'd probably laugh at somebody getting a nail through their fucking head.
you know. Yeah, my arm's okay. I just suffer with excoriation disorder.
Yeah, it kind of just looks like you got bed bugs.
And it's just a bunch of like scars.
Oh, pity poor Amber. Give her some sympathy. She can't stop picking her skin because she won't take advice from her psychologist and do DBT therapy or any kind of mindfulness. She just wants the sympathy. She just wants to be a victim. Look at all the little scabs and shit that she causes on herself.
Sadly, it's unfortunate. This one's a fresh one.
Yeah, she probably still got bed bugs from Eric and Ricky's house.
I keep trying not to pick it. It's hard. So I found these things at the store, right? Have you guys ever heard of Delta 8 gummies? These are keto.
Most Delta 8 gummies are loaded with sugar because, that is what bonds the THC molecule to it. But anyway, for those of you who are new here and do not know me, I work at a flea market. I am a small business owner. I have a little pop culture boutique, and I also teach an art class. Anyway, directly next door to my booth, with only a very paper-thin wall between us, is what I lovingly refer to as the fake weed store. At the fake weed store, they sell Delta 8 flower and tinctures and vape juice and gummies and cookies and brownies, all infused with Delta 8 and a few of the other legal THC derivatives. And all day long on Saturday and Sunday, I am forced to listen to the benefits and pros and cons of using these products. And Amberlyn is going to try and tell us about the benefits of them, but again, as her usual, she falls short.
So they're legal now. I'll be right back.
Doesn't mean you should take them.
I was in FFG's chat until I realized I actually really, really don't like her. Like, I genuinely do not like her at all.
That's fine. That's fine. You don't have to say that.
I take these gummies because they're legal.
Yeah, because they're legal. That's why she takes them. Not because she is trying to correct her mood disorder or do anything beneficial for herself. She's just taking them because it is a legal high.
And they get me, it takes a little bit. They haven't hit me yet. This is just me being naturally me. Because like I said, me and my psychiatrist, I don't know if you guys heard me.
Yeah, we heard you.
We are messing with my medicine. So I am going through manic episodes. Yes, Tiffany, Delta 8. It really...
You're going through manic episodes because you are adjusting your medication. Taking THC derivatives is not going to do anything beneficial for you. It is going to make the manic episodes that much more extreme, and it is going to interfere with your life.
It's good. I have a
It's not that great. I have tried the Delta 8 gummies and a few other variants, and in my personal experience, the only thing that they are really, really good for is a little bit of body relaxation, and they're a pretty good sleep aid. I honestly suffer with insomnia and night terrors, and I get about 2 hours of sleep a night, and that is primarily the only reason that I would use those, and that I do use those. Anyway, let's let Amber talk.
friend who lives in a different state. I have
Sure you do.
a lot of friends, actually.
Sure you do, Amber. Sure.
There wasn't supposed to be a period there. I have a lot of friends that I've met from YouTube. So
You have a lot of people that you talk to that you met from YouTube.
that's one thing that I take out of being a YouTuber is I have met a lot of good quality content people. Anyway,
Her idea of good quality content is, again, subjective as a motherfucker.
I have a friend that lives in a different state where weed is legal. She said, like, she was like, I want to start smoking less and all this stuff. And I was like, have you ever heard of Delta 8 gummy? I know.
Sure, Amber, this is 100% true story. You, with absolutely no experience whatsoever, just decided that gas station trash gummies are better for her than smoking weed, or, going to a therapist and finding alternatives to getting high.
I know that sounds very like middle school,
Amber, no middle school child should have access to Delta 8 or THC gummies. So it does not sound middle school. It just sounds like a person that is too afraid to actually use the real thing.
I was like, no, like, I was like, you need to try it. And she took a gummy and she was actually shook because this is coming
Sure, Amber.
from someone. So, what was I saying? Oh, dear, my father. Oh, yeah.
You were making up a bunch of bullshit about an anonymous person that probably doesn't exist that you gave unfounded advice to.
She tried the gummy and she was actually shook. So, I do recommend it to those who don't want to smoke weed anymore.
You know what I recommend to people that don't want to smoke weed anymore? Meditation. Meditation and self-reflection. Because you do not need to get high to face the world. It is, in fact, a wonderful thing to be high when you have to face mountains of bullshit out in the world. But the reality of it is, facing reality head on with a clear mind is a lot more beneficial for you.
Or they just want to try something different or something, because, you guys, I randomly have anxiety. So if you ever see me like acting.
She's embarrassed because she just had to make up this big long story to tell us. That is what she means by having random anxiety.
Oh, it's because of that. It's the anxiety. But
it is called anxiety, Amber. Please learn how to speak the fucking English language.
We're gonna be okay. Wheezing and beezing. That was me. Did I really just have pneumonia? Like, I sit here and I'm like, how is that possible? So when will you?
You know what? It is pretty fucked up. Normal people don't just get pneumonia after having to lay around for an extended period of time for an injury or an illness or whatever. The people that get pneumonia for having to be laid up are usually very, very elderly, already have a compromised immune system, are suffering from some other illness, or are very, very morbidly obese and already have fluid or something in their lungs. Pneumonia is a bacterial infection in your lungs, just so you know.
Do YouTube shorts. I don't know. Like, what do I want to do?
Amber, you're not fucking creative enough to do YouTube shorts unless you're just gonna show videos of the cats and the dog.
I should have been Chantel for Halloween. What do you mean?
What do you mean?
What could I have done? What would I have done?
You could have shaved your fucking head.
Oh, I wouldn't have been able to because that's not allowed. How does it feel having a bigger BMI than IQ? No, my IQ's higher. It's
Not by much. Not by much, dear.
not that I'm obsessed with Chantel. It's something that we all can relate on. We all.
No, actually, I can't relate. I can't because I have never, ever, ever done anything like that for the benefit of some fucking man. I have a lot more respect for myself than Chantal Marie does. I cannot relate to her.
all watch her, know of her. You know, it's just something we all can talk about. You know,
No, I would prefer not to talk about her.
my ankle balls swollen. Thoughts on life?
You know what, Amber? It's been a very long time since you hurt your ankle. If you would have done physical therapy and the exercises that you were supposed to do, you would not be swollen and you would not be in pain still. But you don't because you'd rather just be a victim and a complainer.
By Jen passing. I see people are gonna say that I'm making this about me, but when I
Yeah, you are making it about you, Amber.
found out, I could not stop crying. And yeah, Feline had to like comfort me.
Oh, poor Amber.
It was hard because I don't know. I'm gonna start crying. It made me feel bad because she just wanted a YouTube channel, you know? People
Come on, baby, fake it. Come on.
were so mean. And that's all I could think about was like her last couple of years alive.
She has to touch her tear duct before any kind of evidence of a tear shows because she's not actually crying.
It was just like fighting to just be accepted.
Yeah. Jen spent the last couple of years of her life on YouTube lying to her viewers, trying to convince people that she was doing well and she was able to have a normal, fulfilled life instead of focusing on getting better and gaining mobility. Jen is 1 year and 1 week younger than me. Her birthday is October 16th. 1 year and 3 days younger than me. And Jen never went to concerts. She never went to music festivals. She never ever could go to conventions. Never in her life went to a movie theater or out on a proper hike in the woods. She lived her life trapped in a room, trapped in a bed, trapped in her body, doing absolutely nothing, spending the last little tiny precious bit of her life trying to convince the world that she was perfectly okay and it was perfectly okay for her to be that size. You're free now, Jen.
It just, I don't know. I couldn't stop thinking about that. Anyways,
Yeah, she couldn't stop thinking about how Jen just wanted to earn money.
I don't know. I just felt really like it. Did I ever talk to her? Yes. We actually used to be friends until I was a stupid idiot
And you proved yourself again to be a two-faced piece of shit.
I was in Chantel's chat and I said how, because someone was like saying how Chantel and Life by Jen like weighed the same, and I was just like, oh no, Chantel weighs like less. And
Yeah, that's two-faced as fuck. That is childish and ignorant and ugly. Ugly as fuck to do something like that. If you are friends with two people and someone says, oh, well, this and this person are the same kind of horrible negative thing, you're not supposed to say, oh no, this one's better than that one. No, you're supposed to stay the fuck out of it. You're supposed to say, hey, don't fucking compare my friends like that. That's fucking ignorant.
I guess I shouldn't have said that.
But no, you did what you did.
But I hurt Jen's feelings.
Yeah, because you are a two-faced piece of shit and you only say what you think you need to say at the time to look good and get yourself ass pats and make yourself feel good about yourself. That is why you said that, Amber.
And I felt so bad about it. I don't
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
know, like it just hit different, and it's still like when I think about it, it still hits different.
You are so fucking emotionally immature, Amberlyn Reed. I cannot fucking take it. It's different. Can't you fucking describe how you feel? Do you not know what the word grief is? No, you probably don't.
I can't handle situations like that, and it's like I could not stop thinking about Gene.
Sure, you can't stop thinking about Gene.
Like I literally could not stop thinking about him and the pain that he probably is feeling.
The pain that he's probably feeling. I hope that he is still sober, and I hope that he gets his living situation sorted out, because I know that Jean was living with Jen, who was only living in that apartment building because she had a disability status. And Jean is not disabled. So he probably is not going to be able to stay there for very much longer, if he is still staying there.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm in a really good mood right now. It's just like death, like just hits different, especially.
Yeah, she has zero emotional maturity.
Someone so she was just so nice. Oh, a lot's happening tomorrow. I was supposed to be in Oklahoma. Is there keto camp?
Amber, you were supposed to be in Oklahoma, but you are over 450 pounds, and there is no way in hell that you would have been able to suffer through a 12-hour car ride to get to Oklahoma. There is no way. You would have gotten 2 hours into it and made wifey turn right the fuck back around.
Andy, I'm just kidding. I feel like that's cheating.
Amber, you have done nothing but cheat yourself for the last 10 years. What the fuck is some keto candy gonna do?
Hate when she's like this, trying so hard. I love that for me because this is me naturally. And when I read things like that, it just makes me realize that you guys don't know me. And
Amber, we only know what you put out into the world. We only know the videos that you put together. We only know the posts that you make. We only know what you show us. And what you have shown us today in this live stream here is really fucking pathetic, I must say.
it's like even when I show my true self, I don't know what I'm saying. So
No, you never know what the fuck you're saying.
is this it? What else do you guys want to do? You guys want to do a Lego? No, that'd be boring for you guys. Do more lives. How do you do with your manic episodes?
She doesn't. She enjoys them.
Thankfully, see, I was talking about this recently with Feline, and I was saying how, like, I could go unmedicated if it wasn't for the lows. The lows is what is really hard for me.
Nobody likes to feel bad, Amber, but that's part of life. If you are actually capable of enjoying your manic episodes, there is a high probability that you are not bipolar, because the manic episodes are almost as debilitating as the depressive episodes.
When it comes to the highs, I enjoy those. I'm happy, I'm energized, I'm productive, I'm creative.
She's just describing hypomania.
I just laugh more, enjoy life more.
You cackle more, Amber.
But I spend more money. That's the only downfall. So I know there are people out there who are bipolar who choose to be unmedicated.
Yeah, they go through DBT therapy and mindfulness, and they learn how to deal with their disorders.
Some people can do that. I just feel like for
Anybody can do that if you try hard enough and you practice.
me, because of my lows, I can't do it.
No, she needs to stay high all the time. Amber does not allow herself to feel any kind of discomfort, any kind of pain, any kind of suffering. She will not allow it. She is going to seek out some way to remain high for the rest of her life. I guarantee it.
But I don't really have advice. I want to hear about what you're reading, writing. What I'm reading. I'm not
Nothing.
really reading anything at the very moment.
I am not necessarily reading something, but I have started immersing myself in Terry Pratchett's Discworld series through audiobooks. And it is very splendid. If you like sci-fi, you will enjoy Terry Pratchett. Sci-fi and comedy.
Writing, just like journal stuff.
Yeah, she can't explain it because she doesn't really write anything in her journal. She just scribbles words, makes little doodles, and scratches around, and doesn't have anything cohesive or coherent to share with anybody.
Yeah, I mean, I did write something in this.
You already mentioned that.
Am I religious? No, I'm agnostic. My
Then why the fuck do you keep praying?
biggest dream, health and happiness, peace, money, success.
All of the most shallow, mundane, superficial nothingnesses of life. That's what her biggest dreams are.
You know, that type of bullshit.
She doesn't want to travel. She doesn't want to explore the world. She doesn't want to explore her mind. She doesn't want to do anything. She just wants to be rich and comfortable.
Agnostic definition. A person who believes that nothing is known or can be known of the existence of nature, of God, or anything beyond material phenomena. A person who claims neither faith nor disbelief in God. Me.
Yep, you're going to hell.
Like I said, yeah, a lot of people confuse me with being atheist, which I am not.
Atheists are more genuine than you are.
Religion is touchy. I wouldn't talk about it. It is touchy, but it shouldn't have to be. It's what you believe is what you believe, and what you don't believe is what you don't believe, and what you question is what you question. And
Remember that, Amber. Remember that in the future.
I feel like people should be allowed to express that.
Yeah, that's the First Amendment.
What are some things you do to ease anxiety? ASMR videos.
Ew. I've explored a couple of different ASMR videos, and almost all of that stuff kind of just makes my skin crawl. I don't like the sound of squishing chalk. The sound of squishing slime is even worse. People chewing is utterly vile. Yeah, no, ASMR is not for me. It does nothing to enhance or lighten my mood in any way.
Nothing really works. So it's like I don't really know. Journaling. Narco.
No, you know what does work for me when I am suffering from anxiety? I go outside and I putter around in my garden, or I take my cat for a walk, or I go and I do art, or when I'm feeling really, really stressed out, I will hang out on the couch and listen to a couple of creepypastas or immerse myself in some SCP Foundation readings. Anything that you can do to get your mind off of it and get yourself in a place where you can be in control of your own emotions. When you can get into a place where you realize that you are the master of how you feel, you can choose to not feel anxiety. You can choose to not react to the anxiety you feel. You can choose to act in a different way. But Amber doesn't know that, and Amber cannot give you advice because she does not actually care to do anything to improve her own mental health. She just wants to complain and be a victim.
Is a narcissist. It is so beautiful.
The narc alert is not a narcissist, and she does admit to having some narcissistic traits. I admit to having some narcissistic traits. That is what happens when you are raised by narcissistic parents. You develop some of those traits as a defense mechanism. Anyway.
It's almost like art to call your sister a narcissist.
I've never actually seen her call her sister a narcissist, but I don't really watch every single one of her videos. I watch her pretty regularly, but not, I don't catch many of her live streams. But I've seen her call her mom a narcissist or refer to her mother as N mom, you know. But yeah, I've never seen her call her sister a narc.
To have a whole channel calling Amberlynn Reed a narcissist.
She does not have a whole channel calling you a narcissist, sweetheart. Her channel is devoted to pointing out the narcissistic traits and tendencies in any number of other people. It is not all about you, sweetheart. You may have been the inspiration for her to start her channel, but she'd do fine without you.
While being a narcissist. It's almost like art.
Yeah, go ahead and repeat yourself again.
It's truly, but it's the art that you don't want to buy.
Yeah, Amber, sure. And you're capable of doing anything better. You're so much of a better person than Narc Alert.
Like, she's fucking insane. Sorry.
No, Amber, she is not insane. She is very educated. She is very well spoken. She is very knowledgeable. She comes with facts. She gives references. She is not insane, Amber. You are delusional and just a sad, sad little girl that doesn't want to be picked on anymore by the big, mean, terrible Narc Alert.
Like, straight up narcissism.
That's you, sweetie. Pot kettle black.
Most reaction channels have, a lot of narcissistic tendencies. I'm not going to lie. So, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and show us your true colors since you're not putting on a show or faking anything right now.
See, so many of you think that she's a narcissist. Thank you.
That's probably Jade in the other room on her computer and her phone and the tablet on a bunch of different accounts, Pat and Amber on the back.
Thank you.
Yeah, give her validation that she so horribly fucking craves.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, I know that I have a lot of narcissistic tendencies.
Do you though, Amber? Are you capable of proper self-reflection? Or do you only see the surface stuff? Because you have a great many narcissistic tendencies, including your lack of object permanence.
I know I do. Everyone has narcissistic tendencies, yeah. Yes, I diagnosed the narc alert with narcissism.
Well, you're wrong, dear. You are not a licensed professional. She does not diagnose other people. Why are you diagnosing her?
I did. What other narcissists do we have in this community? Who else did I say was a narcissist?
Why are you talking to Jade? She does not want to be on camera. She does not want to be part of your vlogs. Why the fuck are you bringing her into this conversation?
There was someone else. Not Kicking Geese. Kicking Geese. This is how I feel about her. She's mad at me. She used to be nicer.
She's not mad at you, Amber.
Until she realized being nice gets you nowhere in the YouTube world.
Amber, she stopped being nice to you because she saw who the fuck you really were.
So.
And she saw that you are not a person that deserves anybody to be nice to them.
She called me fatty once. So.
Amber, I will sit here and call you a whole bunch of things. You are lazy. You are shallow. You are willfully ignorant. You are gluttonous. You are wasteful. You are ugly on the inside. And you are disgusting, two-faced, evil, vile piece of shit.
So that's that. Yes, she did. She makes fun of my weight almost every single live stream in
Amber, that is the very least of your fucking problems.
one way or another.
And why does it matter what Kicking Geese thinks about you, honey? Why aren't you focused on how you actually feel physically and your own personal health? Why does it matter what anybody else thinks of you? Really?
So that's fun. What's your favorite thing about me?
Again, she's bringing this person into her vlog that doesn't want to be part of it.
You're asking me?
Yeah.
My favorite thing about you?
Yes.
How you turn everything into a game.
Okay. How I turned everything into a game.
Oh, that would fucking infuriate me. I cannot fucking stand people like that. No, no. Fun and games is fine, you know, in its place, but I have a feeling that Amber cannot even do simple chores without making it into a stupid fucking game and taking way, way longer than it fucking needs to.
Am I jealous of skinny girls?
Here, go ahead, baby. Make your stupid faces.
No, that doesn't make sense because I'm jealous of like Tess Holiday and she's not skinny.
Amber, you can be jealous of two different types of people for two different reasons. I know that you're jealous of Tess Holiday because she is seemingly more accepted than you, and she's got a prettier face than you, and she knows how to put on makeup better than you, and she earns more money than you, and she got better hair than you, and she got a nicer looking partner than you. But in all honesty, as a former morbidly obese person myself, if I were you, I would be jealous of thin people because I know what it's like to go from morbidly obese to thin and able to do things. Amber, I am capable of doing things, going places that you aren't even able to imagine. You should be jealous of thin people. You really should.
Oh, the narc alerts.
Yeah, show us your true colors.
The narcissism lady is gonna be live. Love that. Let's react to something. I like really want to be a reaction channel right now.
If you really want to be a reaction channel, you fucking bitch, then you'd go download OBS and learn how to use the fucking software.
The narc alert had a heart attack. Have some sympathy.
Here we go. In her apology for this exact moment right here, she says that she sat there silent, but her version of silent is making a whole bunch of stupid faces, looking at Jade for approval, and generally being a dirty fucking cunt.
Sorry, I'm trying to find my sympathy bone. My
This is not acting. This is how she really fucking feels.
sympathy. I'm sorry. I don't care.
Yeah, we know. We know you don't care. And I hope that you remember this very moment the next time that you come on to YouTube begging for sympathy for some fucked up health thing that you yourself could have prevented.
I want you guys to go look at the shit that she talked about my lung.
Why don't you quote some of the things that she talked about your lung, Amber? Instead of making us go over to her channel to see what she said about your lungs, she literally never said anything negative about your lungs, Amber. She was worried that you might have lung cancer. She didn't say anything negative or insulting about your lung, but you are sitting there doing that to her because you are an evil, sick, twisted fucking cunt.
I want you to go look. I want you to go look.
Yeah, go give Narc Alert your views. Make sure your ad block is turned off when you go over there.
So I decided to pull a fast one.
Sure, Amber, sure. You're seeing now that she is being defended in the chat, and now you're trying to save yourself. You really did mean what you said there.
And I just wanted to see how you guys would react. And I was right. So
yeah, people defended her because it's fucking sick to be glad that somebody had a heart attack.
Of course I feel bad about it.
No, you don't, Amber.
It doesn't take away the fact that she is a narcissist. And I hope that
she is not a narcissist, Amber. She is not a narcissist. You just don't like her because she points out your very glaring, obvious fucking flaws.
She's okay, but I'm just saying you can't expect kindness all the time when you say horrible things about me.
Remember that, Amber. Remember that. Remember all of the horrible things that you have said about other people. Not just here on YouTube, not on the internet, but remember all of the horrible things that you have said about other people while you were talking in private to your friends and your girlfriends. Remember all of that the next time somebody chooses to not show you sympathy for you putting yourself in a shitty situation.
Like, it just doesn't add up. Should I go cook something?
Yeah, go ahead and feed your face.
I
left this part in here to prove a point, but I did edit it down quite a bit. She spends about 5 minutes clicking her pen, asking the chat for suggestions on what to talk about and what to do with her time, and just keeps incessantly clicking and clicking and clicking.
What celebrities dressed up this Halloween?
And nobody answers her in the chat.
Yeah? Is it annoying you?
Look at her smile. Look at her smile. She thinks it's funny. She thinks it's funny that wifey is annoyed. Yeah, Jade is not going to be there for very much longer.
What is that? Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of drives me crazy. Really? And she's laughing.
Okay. Bye. Bye.
Well, that was a lot. Personally, I think she should have ended that stream a hell of a lot earlier than she did, and then deleted it directly after she hit stop. I have a feeling that it won't be long before she posts another video blaming her viewers for the consequences of her own actions. I also think it won't be long before she needs to start looking into some other line of work, because YouTube does not seem to be panning out for her anymore. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye!